So for the past 4 days, all I've been doing is just posting stuff that's coming right on off my mind, and this is what I'm gonna do again. It's not gonna be funny. It's just gonna be something that I think, my own opinion. Uh, let's just do this, okay? Education. Uh, I truly, genuinely believe that education has been industrialized in our time. That it doesn't just mean about making better citizens or better countrymen. It just means about just getting a good grade for your own institution so that you get more children and they pay you more. And that's all education is all about these days. And I guess, it's not just the institutes. I mean, the environment is such that the entire education system has become such. Uh, like um these cram institutes. You can Google cram institutes. You would know what they are. I'm not gonna name, but these cram institutes are a perfect example of industrialization of education. That they charge a lot of money. Uh, they charge a lot of money, and they don't really, um, honestly, don't really get the return. I mean, in respect to how much you're paying them. See, because the thing is, you're paying a lot, and then you're also made to study a lot. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a student who doesn't like to study. No, honestly, genuinely, I like education. I like studying. I like knowing how stuff that affects me directly in my life works. Okay, like how this fan is working. This fan is uh, it's affecting me. It's keeping me cool. I want to know how it works, so I would be very happy to know how it works. um, uh, and stuff like that. Okay, stuff like that, how things work. I like to know that. That's what I think education should be. People should be made aware of what's happening in the world, not just cramming stuff that they're never going to use in their life. I mean, at some point it's okay because you get an idea of what's out there in the world, but after a certain period of time, you still are learning things that don't make any sense at all. uh, like, for example, Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, a simple topic. Okay, some time ago, Bitcoin became the biggest thing in the world, and people who had invested in it a long time ago when Bitcoin was not of much value are now uh, millionaires because they bought a lot of Bitcoin then. And when the price of Bitcoin rose, they sold all their Bitcoins and they became really rich. Why didn't our schools taught us that? Why didn't our schools tell us what is Bitcoin? Why were we focusing on stuff that doesn't make sense, uh, that will not be useful to everybody? Why were we learning that? Why were we not learning about Bitcoin? If we would have, then it would have benefited us not only as individuals but even, I believe, in some way, the community as well, because people would have more money, and it would up the standard of living of the common people if only they knew about Bitcoin. But didn't we why weren't we taught about Bitcoin? Why were we taught all the stupid things that we learn in schools? The other thing is that, see, every researcher has claimed this, that physical exercises are as important as studying. In fact, we are recommended that at least we should give 1 hour every day to some physical work like walking, running, swimming, something like that. And but I think this is the situation in most of the schools. We only get 2-3 periods of sports in a week. One or two, not even 2-3, 1 or 2. And I'm not saying this because I want to have fun and play around. No, if we are playing serious sports, if we are doing some serious exercise, then that would be fine even. But, like, at least do some, get children out, get children into physical exercises. Every school, see, government schools government schools, you know what's the situation with government schools. Most of us are enrolled in private institutes, and uh, private schools, you know, they are a profit organization. They really don't care much. I mean, if you, it's unless it's a really good school, which in my experience is very rare. But you know, there would be something or the other wrong with the private school. I mean, no place is perfect, I agree on that, but mostly private schools, all they care about is their money, and they get more money by more admissions, and they get more admissions with better results, and for better results they push students to their maximum endurance, sometimes even more. You know, students are pressurized mentally, students are pressurized physically, and students are motivated. I'm quoting it because it's not really motivation. um, it's bad. The situation, I feel, is really really bad. And we talk about being we being a third world country. About we complain about being a backward country, but honestly, unless we learn from countries like Japan, who don't have any natural resources, but they work on the human resources so much that India sends them iron ores, and they process the iron, makes them into ingots, and send them to us. So iron ore isn't that, I mean, in comparison to processed iron ore isn't that costly. So from our own material, Japan is profiting from us just because they have worked on the human resources. Their education here is free, it's high quality. They have the best facility, one of the best facilities for students, and and that's how Japan is currently in a better place than India, just because of this. But in India, we don't care about all that stuff. And this video has already exceeded, you know, this video is already too long, and I'm gonna just not talk about it. But you guys know what what is it that hinders India's progress in the new world. All right, that's it. uh, please don't think that I'm a student who doesn't like to please don't think that I'm a student who doesn't like to study. That's not true. I'm not that kind of a person. I just feel that education should have a different meaning than it has now.